So I just shipped that to YouTube. And there we go. All right, so we're in 3.2. We went backwards a section because what they're doing in this section is they're going to ask you to solve by a different method. I'm not going to show, well, I'll show you once, but let's just do, what I'm going to suggest is you could just do this. You don't need to learn a new method. You could just do it the same method we already learned. I'll show you the new method maybe once or twice, but you don't have to do it. On the exam, I never care what method you do. I'm just happy if you've got the right answer. So any method is fine. MathXL doesn't know what method you're using. You're just going to type in the final answer. So my suggestion would be just to use the method we already learned. It's really the best method. It's better than, now on this one, substitution is actually a little nicer, but it's because they made it super nice just for substitution. In general, substitution is a pain. It's not better method. The other method's better. So let me show you what I mean. Let's just do this one the old way. Let's just pretend we didn't see this. We don't care about this substitution stuff. We're just going to do it the old way. What's the old way? What do I mean? If I want to do this the same way we've been doing all the rest of the problems, what do I need to do first? Get things organized, right? Got to be x's first, then y's, then numbers. So x's, then y's, then numbers. So you got to rearrange. So first, rearrange. So that means this one's good. X, Y, number. The first equation's totally good, huh? Second equation, not so much. Let's switch these guys. What happens when things jump to the other side of the equal sign? Change signs. You guys okay if I start doing that shortcut? Maybe I've already started that. I can't remember. Right, when you jump to the other side of the equal sign, it changes signs. So we've got 6x minus 9y is 15. Down below, the y here jumps over, becomes a negative y. The plus 17 jumps over, becomes a minus 17. So I got x's, y's, and numbers. Got them all lined up. All right, how about we make the fronts opposites? Like pretty much what we always do, right? Go ahead and make those fronts opposites, so they'll cancel. So we're going to multiply the bottom equation by minus 2. Like that, right? That good? So add them up. X's cancel. Minus 7y is 49. Divide by minus 7. Y is a nice clean minus 7. So that's a nice whole number. I'm just going to plug that in. I don't need to restart. Everybody tracking with me? It's only when you get a fraction that you do the restart. We got a nice clean whole number. Just plug that in. I'm racing ahead of you, so just go ahead and plug in there. Give me a second to catch up there. Okay, so then plug in the y is minus 7. Plug it in right there. And then what's that? 6x plus, what's that? 63, 7 times 9. 63. Solve for x. Subtract 63. 6x is minus what is that, 50, 48? 40, thank you. And then divide by 6. So x is minus 8. So we're done. So that wasn't new. We just did the same old stuff, right? Even though it's a new section. That's why I wanted to do that other section thoroughly, slowly. So really this section I could just say, hey, there's nothing new here. Just do what you did in the last section. You'll be fine. Now I'm going to show you, there's a couple word problems I need to go over. But as far as the ones that aren't word problems, you could just do them the same way. Is that making sense on all that? So the final answer then is negative 8 for x, negative 7 for y. It's x comma y, right? Negative 8, negative 7. On that. Is that good? We did it kind of the normal way? Nothing special? Mm-hmm. Now, I'll show you the new way, because every now and then it is nice. So let me just show it to you. Let me just redo. If you guys got that copy down, I'll go to a fresh screen. And I'm going to redo this same problem the new way. I'll do substitution method now. Now so I'm going to redo with the substitution method. And you don't have to, it's not required. You do not have to do this at all. You can just do the old method. And usually this method is lousy, but they've made one really nice on purpose. You see that second equation? See how it says y, 3x plus 17 equals y? When they put one of the letters already alone like that, it's very nice for substitution method, because what that means is y is equal to 3x plus 17. That means y is the same as 3x plus 17. That means wherever you see y, you're allowed to replace it with 3x plus 17 because it is 3x plus 17. It's the same as 3x plus 17. So what you do in the substitution method is you substitute or plug in, same thing, to the other equation. That's what the substitution method is. It's about plugging into the opposite equation. So you say, okay, you're telling me y is 3x plus 17. So that means I can take that 3x plus 17 and I can plug it in for y in the other equation, because y is that. So that means I take the 6x minus 9y equals 15, and in the place of y right here, I can put what y is. What is y? Oh, I'm running out of room here. What is y? Y is 3x plus 17. Everybody see what happened there? I just took this equation, 6x minus 9y is 15, and in the place of y, I put 3x plus 17, because y is 3x plus 17. So this is another method. So then you would just distribute 6x minus 27x minus 90 and 63, 153, I think. Thank you. And then what is it? 6x minus 21x? I guess it's not that easy. It's still not done. Add 153 to both sides. This is not required. This is just another method. So this is what they're wanting you to do, but we don't, doesn't matter. What is that? 68 divided by minus 21. X equals, is that minus 8? Yeah. And that's the answer we got over here, didn't we? Yeah, we got x is minus 8. Yep. So there's that. Then you finish the same. You plug in to get y. The conclusion is exactly the same as the other method. So there's just another way. I don't care how you do it in the test. Usually this is as nice as it gets. This method gets awful sometimes. When there's fractions everywhere, it gets really, really awful. So I don't like it as well. But there you go. If you want to use it, there it is. Every now and then it's real handy. But usually the other method's better. Questions on that? That good? I want to keep moving. I want to get those word problems. So, whoops. Let me go. Okay, so question number 5. Perimeter of a rectangle is 128. Length is 4 more than twice the width. Find the dimensions. All right, perimeter. So if I have a rectangle, it's got a width, got a length. Does anybody know what's the What's the formula for the perimeter? Perimeter means like around the outer edge, huh? Yeah, just add up all the sides, huh? Yeah, like if you started here and you went width, length, width, length. It's 2 widths and 2 lengths, isn't it? 2 widths and 2. So perimeter is 2 widths and 2 lengths. Later we'll do area. Area, not right now, but space in the middle. What's the area formula for a rectangle? Space in the middle. Just L times W. That's multiply. Yeah, we'll do that later. So anyway, getting back to it. So we're going to use the perimeter. You can put this on your 3x5 card for our exam. When's our exam? We're taking practice exam next Wednesday. So you can put that on your 3x5 card. It's a good thing to have. So, before I forget, because I did forget last time, you need to buy a clicker for a couple weeks from now, right? I don't know if anybody missed the other day when I said that. So April 4th, not April, September 4th. Well, we don't have classes before. September 6th. September 6th, yeah. So clicker by September 6th. Turning Technologies. That's what it's called, right? Turning Technologies. They're real cheap on eBay or Amazon. Get them $25 probably. They're $40 at the bookstore. So that's why I'm giving you some time so you can get them cheap off Amazon or eBay. Turning Technologies, and all you need is just any Turning Technologies is good. Just a flat little thing, right? I showed one the other day, didn't I? Mm-hmm. I even went online. Yeah, Car's got it. There it is. Yeah, I went online and showed you guys. Yeah. So just Turning Technology, go to Amazon, eBay, whatever, by September 6th. Okay. Anyway, back to perimeter. So perimeter is 2 widths plus 2 lengths. So let's plug in. It says the perimeter is 128, so just put in the 128 right there. And the length, what does it say? The length is, what is always? Equals, huh? Length equals. So L is 4 more, 4 added to, twice width, 2W. Let me get a little room here for that. Okay, is that okay? Let me do that again with you. Is everybody seeing what I'm saying there? So length, yeah, I just directly, in fact, if I gave a little room, let me bring a little room down. We can do that nicer. So bring this down. So perimeter is 2 widths plus 2 lengths. See right here? L is 4 more added to twice width. See how that says that? Just really straight ahead. Nothing fancy there. Just length is equals 4 more than 4 added to twice width. Okay. So and then I put the 128 in for perimeter. Okay. Leave the 2W's 2W, nothing important there. But what am I going to put in the place of L? This right here, because that's what L is. Does everybody see that? L equals, L is the same as 4 plus 2W. So I can put in the place of L 4 plus 2W. Is that okay? I just plug into the place of L 4 plus 2W. Because L is 4 plus 2W. Now, why do I want to do that? Well, it's nice because, see, you only want one letter at a time, huh? See how that made it nicer? We don't want W and L. I can't really solve it when I've got both letters. I need to get it all W or all L, and now I've got that. See how the plugging in made that happen? Right up here I had like W and L. I can't have both letters. So I used that little other fact they gave me, that L equals 4 plus 2W, to plug that in the place of L. Now I can do it. Now I just distribute. 128 is 2 width plus 8 plus 4W. See, I just have one letter, so I can solve that now. So 128, what do you got, 2W and 4W? 6. Is it W squared or just W? W, right? It's only when you multiply you get W squared and stuff, right? Keep going. Got to solve for W. Subtract 8 from both sides. And what do we got? 120 is 6W. Divide by 6. Was that 20? The width is 20. So the width of that rectangle is 20. And you know what, too? Now we just plug in to get the other one, like usual. Come up here. come on up here. Plug in W20. Where do you go? Just grab, well, you can just grab this one, huh? L equals 4 plus 2W. Put in that 20. 4 plus 40. L is 44. So the length is 44, the width is 20, and we're done. Is that word problem okay? Anything I can say more about that? So we just roll perimeters. Put that in your 3x5 card for the test. Perimeters 2 width plus 2W. 2W plus 2L. And then you plug in the place of L. L is 4 plus 2W. Plug that in and solve. And then you plug in to get the other one. Good. First of many words. Okay, so hockey team gets 2 points when they win and 1 point when they tie. So let me just write that fact out right now. The points for the hockey team is going to be 2 times the number of wins plus 1 times the number of ties. Does that make sense so far? That's what they're saying in that sentence. How you calculate their points is it's 2 times however many wins, because 2 points for every win, plus 1 times however many ties, 1 point per tie. Okay. Can you take it from there now? Wait, are there crucial facts missing? I think I blew it up too big and I missed this one. All right, let's try. There we go. Yeah, it's tiny now, so I'll show you. Let me highlight the key words for you. So again, it's 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie. And then over here it says they won, 67 points. They got 67 points in their season. And then this is the phrase I was missing. Won 11 more than they tied. Okay, so there's all the key facts. So again, points equal 2 times win plus 1 times tie. That's the main equation. Kind of like perimeter was the main equation in the last word problem. So there's the points equation, the main one. Can you take it from there? It's kind of like the last one. See what you can do. So 67 goes there. Good so far? That's points. Now why can't I just leave it like that? Well, what would be wrong with just putting in the 67? It's a good start, but just leaving the right side as it is. That's not going to work, huh? What's the problem? I can't have 2 letters, huh? Somehow I gotta get rid of one of those letters or replace one of those letters. And what's going to help me do that? This other fact. So they won 11 more than they tied. If it helps, you could rewrite it with an is, because is your equal sign. Couldn't I say, the number they won is 11 more than tied? It's true, huh? Same thing they're saying, a little different words. So the number they won is equals 11 more than, what's more, add, right? Then they tied. Does that make sense on that? And then you just plug that in for W, huh? So that'll get us to just have one letter, just T everywhere. See how that's the same thing we did last time? You got to have another fact that lets you plug in. Because you got to get down to just one letter, not 2. So 11 plus T. We good so far? And then you can take it from there, right? Just distribute and solve for t. When you get t, go ahead and plug back in to find w also. .67 equals, distribute 22 plus 2t plus 1t. Plus 3t. We good there? Bring it up here. So 67 is 22 plus 3t. So subtract 22 from both sides. We get, what's that, 45 is 3t. Last step, divide by 3. And so t is 15. 15 times. And then how do we get wins? Just plug in, huh? Putting that up here, kind of running out of room. Plug in t is 15 to what? To right here, to the, I'm trying to find wins. Plug it into the wins equation. So wins will be 11 plus 15. Wins will be, what's that, 26? So there we go, 26 wins, 15 ties. That's what the hockey team must have done. Okay with that endings. Everybody see what happened there? It's kind of a different, a little bit different kind of word problem. Questions I can answer on that one?